Carol and the End of the World, comfort in routine at the end of it all. If you haven't seen Carol and the End of the World on Netflix yet, you are truly missing out. I believe it to be one of the better adult animated comedy shows, one that takes its time with its characters and adds a level of detail rarely seen with other animated Netflix series. The show follows a shy and introverted 40-something, Carol, who finds community in what would typically be described as a dull office job. You have your typical water cooler talk, fast deadlines, and dress attire all common in office job scenes. As the world digests the truth that the planet will die in a few months, Carol finds herself burnt out, unable to bear telling her sister and her mother and father that she had been up to basically nothing, while her sister took up skydiving, traveling, and some other daredevil-like activities. It is clear Carol is depressed, and the writers do a good job at subtly communicating this to us. Her sullen face and sunken eyes, her white lies that the audience is in on, and her monotone voice matching the excitement she feels from life. But everything changes once she discovers an office floor shrouded in mystery. Everyone works as if it was pre-apocalypse. No screaming and chaos, no drugs and drink, and no death or violence. Instead, it was tan pant suits, and the numbing sound of keys clicking away, typical office number crunching. But this is the genius of the show. It connects to that bad feeling we sometimes get that our lives are not exciting enough, that we should not accept small things in life, comparing ourselves to other people. Carol and the End of the World is unique in that it decides to show the beauty of the mundane and the repetitiveness of things. The show really emphasizes the importance of enjoying the process, loving life and all the steps it takes to live. For example, Carol's coworker Louis loves typing out numbers, and the writers even threw in a scene that just shows this love as Louis types out just one last number as he types out a comically large number onto his screen. The show is trying to tell us that we are worthy in following what we love, despite how minuscule and inconsequential it may seem. This especially rings a bell in today's social media age, where everybody seems to always be up to something more exciting than you. Carol never finds self-love through lying that she had taken up surfing or comparing herself to her sister and her adventures. She only finds it when she embraces what she loves, a simple workplace routine. While Carol did not inject the worksite with connection through morning coffee runs and learning her coworkers' names, she initially loved the office due to its calmness, its routineness, and calm composure, as did her coworkers. Many considered it a distraction, but I would argue Louis, Carol, and Donna find pleasure from the work. Louis loves his random number crunching. Carol enjoys randomly announcing things to the office and finding little trinkets in Lost and Found, and Dawn has really been a workaholic her whole life, as shown in the Christmas episode. Finding the process rewarding and intrinsic. At its core, Carol and the End of the World is about finding your passion and peace, despite what others may think. Maybe finding a like-minded community along the way as well. I don't think a piece of media like Carol and the End of the World is going to come around for quite some time. With attention spans getting shorter and shorter, people may not care for a very slow-paced animated dramedy. But then again, the simplicity and universal message may attract a dedicated fandom. So that was my pre-written kind of part of this YouTube video. And for the second half, I just kind of want to have a free-form discussion on the show and get a few loose thoughts out. So one thing I wanted to say is I really liked the actress that they picked for Carol and the End of the World. They really captured her essence, and her voice suited the character very well. Her very short draws and high-pitched voice, but also very monotone, adding to Carol's kind of depressing feel. Let me just look up her name really quick so I can give credit. Martha Kelly. Martha Kelly plays Carol. She was also very good in Euphoria as Lori, the drug dealer. So huge props to Martha Kelly. I would also like to say I thought the animation team did a fantastic job. It seemed like a mid-budget adult animated comedy, and I think they used that budget well. They just went with a very, basic Family Guy-esque style, but it suited the comedy and some of the shots in the show really well. I'm also really hoping we're going to get a second season. Spoilers ahead. Okay, you've been warned. The show does not end. Despite being called At the End of the World, it is not quite at the end of the world. There's still, I think, 3 or 4 months left to go at the end of the show. So hopefully this doesn't just fall down the random pipeline of Netflix shows that get canceled randomly after 1 or 2 seasons. Hopefully this one gets its second or even third season, because I'd love to revisit these characters and follow these arcs, because they're definitely not over, and it's very clear from the ending that the show is not over. If it does get canceled, huge mistake by Netflix. I'd also say, if you enjoyed this show, I'd give a few recommendations. I'd recommend, number 1, another adult comedy on Netflix, F is for Family with Bill Burr. Another excellent, witty show that kind of focuses on the mundanity and the routine of life, very much in the same vein. And then also Bob's Burgers. It's another nice working class type of show. Very comforting, very low-key, like Carol and the End of the World. And then finally, I'd just kind of like to say thank you so much for watching my video on Carol and the End of the World. Your support really means so much. This is only my second YouTube video on this channel, but I can feel that there's going to be momentum here. I can already sense a direction of the channel, and honestly, I think it's only up from here. So if you'd like to support me, you can do that by liking the video, subscribing, leaving a comment, and then hitting share and then copy link. That's kind of like an open YouTube secret that hitting those 2 buttons really boosts you in the algorithm. So please do that if you'd like to see the channel grow. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Peace out. There is actually one more thing I wanted to say, and that's if you are a subscriber or you're just curious in the channel, if you have any recommendations at all at any of the topics, or for any of the topics in my videos, please let me know in the comments section. Anything culture, art, politics, personal questions, I can do all that. So please drop it in the comments section, and please drop it under one of my videos rather than a YouTube short. It is just easier to find that way. So thanks again, everybody. Bye.